a lot of people, especially bankers, will say, yes, of course you need leverage. But then when you ask them why, they'll say something like, that's a stupid question. Well, no, but it's not. You know, we want university students to develop critical thinking. Critical thinking means you question the way things have always been done. So why do we have to have leverage? Is there another way? To say we've always done it that way, that doesn't mean that we should always do it that way. We need to open up our mind to other options. If the leverage is the source of the conflict, then maybe we can find a way without it. I mean, we've said the problem is the source of the conflict. We have demand deposits. People can take their deposits at any time, but the loans are not callable, which means the bank cannot tell the borrower, give me the money back now. Give me the money back early. So that's the conflict, right? So just change it. How could we change it? How can we change it? You tell me. You are the next leaders of Vietnam banking system. You tell me how we could change the banking system. Not that we want to, but could we, if we wanted to? Because maybe we do want to. Could it be that when people deposit money in the bank, that they are not all demand deposits? Could it be that we say, well, if you deposit your money for on a demand basis, you get no interest. And if you deposit your money for 3 years, then we give you more interest. And when someone deposits their money for 3 years, then we can lend that money out for 3 years. And the demand deposits, we don't lend out. We could, right? We might have to charge a fee for banking services. We might not be able to offer everything for free, but we could. If we wanted, we could. Always think about the options that nobody has explored, because it doesn't mean they're not there. It just means nobody's looking there.
Can I have a question?
Yeah, sure.
Why do we have the European Central Bank, but we don't have the Asian Central Bank?
That's a good question. That's a good question. And I always like to hear good questions. The reason is because there's no Asian monetary union. There is a European monetary union. Remember that the ECB is for all of the countries who use the euro. But we don't have a single Asian currency. Actually, we don't have any currency in Asia that is shared between any two countries. But the euro is shared between 19 countries. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Will in the future we have the same currency in the Asia? I mean,
you're asking me to predict the future? Well, let me see. You know, I don't know. I think that when we look at the world today, we see everything is pretty well connected. You look at the COVID issue has shown us. I mean, there's 7.5 billion people in the world. 4 billion of them are in lockdown right now. I know, okay, technically we're not in lockdown here because we have free movement. However, I don't think anybody would say that life is anything like normal in Vietnam, right? So basically 4 billion people are at home now, and it's all over the world. It's basically everybody except for Africa. So I think when we look at the problems that are facing the world now, we need more integration in the world. There are dangers of having more integration in the world, for sure. But I don't think we can solve the problems of today without greater, tighter integration between countries. A natural result of that tighter integration is shared currencies. So I think that the only way to actually solve the world's problems is to do that. However, people have been trying to unite Europe for 2,000 years, and they are still not united. The UK just left the EU. That's not a sign of being more united. That's a sign of being less united. So we need more unity, but not everybody agrees with that. And so I don't know that we're ever going to get it, but I think we cannot solve the problems of the world today without it. So I hope so. I hope that we will have a common currency. I think we need it. What do you think? You think we'll have it?
I think we should have it.
Well, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll have an ASEAN currency. I mean, ASEAN is a big trading bloc, bigger than the EU. Maybe we'll have something for ASEAN countries where we all share one currency. Maybe you will be the central banker that will lead that project.
That sounds fantastic.
Somebody's got to lead it, right? Somebody's got to lead it, and it's definitely not going to be me. It's not going to be a non-Asian leading a new Asian currency. So, could be.